Today's DIY will be a headboard, and I'll be using a lot of leftover foam that I have from other projects that I've been working on. Now, instead of throwing this away, I will be making a headboard with it. Now, I'm also going to be using leftover foam board for this design. Here's the main item that I'll be using for this project that will give me the pattern that I want. I got this from Lowe's, and the link for this is going to be down below. What I'll be doing with this is drawing out the pattern on a foam board. I'm gonna have to number this so that I don't make any mistake, because I'll be using 3 of these molds for my design, so numbering them is gonna make it easy to identify where each and every one of the shapes are supposed to go. I went ahead to increase the shapes by 1/4 inch so that when I'm done, it would still have a place to sit in the molds. I'm gonna cut out all of the pieces, and then when I'm done, I will trace out the same pattern on foam. I also number the patterns on the foam to go with the numbers that are on the cutout foam boards. Because I'm making a headboard, I want this to be wide, so I'm gonna be cutting 3 pieces each of all the cutout foam and foam boards as well. I realized for this design, I will need 6 foam board cutout pieces instead. Now I'm gonna be gluing on the cutout foam to the cutout foam board pieces, starting with 3. My leftover foam is 1 inch thick, which is not thick enough for my design. As you can see, a 2 inches foam is way better because it would just fit right into the mold and it would give a very nice design. So because I didn't have enough of the 2 inches foam, that's why I'm gonna be using a simple trick using this Dollar Tree wooden cubes to increase the height of what I already have. Instead of spending money to get extra foam, I'll be using this to add to the height by gluing on the wooden cubes to another cutout foam board pieces and adding them to the bottom of what I already have. Now, to be completely honest with you guys, this took a lot of time to make because I had to go through this route to make it high enough, and it's cheaper too as well. But you can definitely use the 2 inches foam if you have that, instead of doing all this extra work. I'm gonna be doing this for all the pieces. When I was done, I covered them all up with fabric. I cut the fabric to shape and glued it to the foam board. The fabric is also a leftover, so I am trying to manage all that I have. So I'm going to be gluing it to the first foam board that's attached to the foam. Now, if you have a lot of fabric, you can definitely have this attached to the second foam board. When I was done, I kept these aside, and then I took the mold outside, and I'll be using 3, like I said, for this project. So I spray painted all of the 3 molds gold. Before I go any further, I want you guys to know that you can also use this to make a DIY coffee table. Now the link for the full DIY video is going to be down in the description box below. Now, it was after I posted this video that a subscriber of mine wondered how it was going to look if I use these molds for a headboard. And I was like, it could work. So I'm going to try it out now so you guys would see what it looks like if it's going to be used for a headboard. The screws will be spray painted gold. When it was dry, I mounted it with nails. Now you can also use command strips to mount this to the wall. This has just an okay look, but to make this soft, warm, and inviting, adding the foam will do the trick. All I'm doing is using hot glue to glue on the pieces that I made inside the openings. Now here's the finished look on the wall.
The light that surrounds me. If we hold ourselves together, we'll go far.
You can clearly see the difference with the foam and without the foam.
But I know that I want to be where you are.
Another simple way to use this without the foam is to use it as a room divider. For illustration purposes, I just use a sticky pad to attach this to the wall. So please note that screws should be used to have this firmly attached to the wall. You can also have this in a frame to make it as a free-standing room divider. I love how this headboard turned out, and I really appreciate you all for tuning in to watch this video. I have other home decor DIY videos that are linked in the description box below to check them out. And for those of you who have not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button.